For over 25 years, HPG Homes have been helping South Australians build and own their dream home. Whether it's a house and land package, custom build or development, our HPG fixed price guarantee ensures no nasty surprises or price changes along the way. We're committed to quality, affordability and creating a way of life for you and your family. Fixed price, turnkey. It's gotta be HPG. HPG Homes.
Come on! Wait up!
Everyone ready to play?
I think the people involved, you get to meet a lot of people in football, and that's just one of the great things. Not only is the sport great, but the people involved. So fellow referees, players, coaches, even fans. I love officiating because it keeps me involved in football. I was a player, but I don't reckon I could cut it out there anymore, at least at any decent level. But as a referee, I get to be involved in higher levels of football. Keeps me involved, keeps me fit, and is great fun. I think I have a moment of this is why I do this every week. It's always good fun to get out there, and there are tough moments, but being resilient and succeeding, even just in the little things throughout a match. I think embracing challenges is such an important skill to learn, and as a referee you surely come across a lot of them, and I certainly have. I reckon give it a go. You will face challenges, but that's a part of it, and I think embracing challenges is such an important skill to learn.
At Service FM, we know every workplace is different. Every challenge is unique. That's why we personalise our services to our customers' different needs across different industries. From medical to mining and manufacturing, hospitality to healthcare, commercial to defence. So when you need to create a better work environment, you need Service FM. Proud partner with Football South Australia.
Adelaide wakes up with 5AA, David Penberthy and Will Goodings, Tom Wren for sport, Jade Robran on the scene as it happens, Jess Adamson with the news that matters to Adelaide, Breakfast with David and Will, bringing together the names you trust with everything you need to know to start your day. Always live, always local and only on 5AA, always Adelaide.
Welcome to round 18 action in the RA South Australia. Tonight's match closes out the round, and the two teams going head-to-head are new Federation Cup champions, FK Beograd and Adelaide United. Let's take a quick look at both these teams before they come out onto the park. For the home team, in goal, Alex Woodlands. Number 2, Massimo Falco. Number 3, Marco Toriani. Number 5, Cooper Nunn. Number 7, Lorenzo Baselli. Number 8, Jason Constantopoulos. Number 9, Abu Bakari Hussein. Number 14, Daniel Atkinson. Number 15, Ethan Harrington. Number 17, Brendan Santafanti. And number 22, Farubit Nyonkuru. Head coach for FK Beograd, Adrian Deloya. For the visiting Adelaide United, another change lineup. Number 15, Israel Mbula Monga. Number 40, Ethan Cox. Number 46, Ali Motashami. Number 48, Bay Versace. Number 52, Satirius Phyllis. Number 62, Fabian Taladera. Number 65, Joey Garuccio. Number 67, Luka Blazevic. Number 74, Amlani Tatu. Number 78, Maluau Nicola. Number 79, Faizo Kusumovic. Head coach for United is Paul Varnes. Both teams ready to make their way out onto the park, led by referee Christian Vidicchio for this one here. Vidicchio was also fourth official during the week for what was a pretty enthralling Australia Cup knockout round. We've seen FK Beograd lose here to North Sunshine Eagles, the Albanian team that travelled from Victoria, come here and got the job done, so they would be wanting to get some sort of win on the board here tonight. And joining me for the action on debut tonight, Cooper Martin, welcome.
Connie, pleasure to be here. Seems like it's going to be an exciting game of football. Big week of football with a cup final, a cup fixture, and now a Sunday night game for FK Beograd. Like you said, they'll be hoping to right the wrongs of Wednesday night and find themselves back on the board with 3 points. They've got an opportunity to give themselves a bit of space in fourth spot as well, so they'll be looking to take advantage of that.
Yeah, a big game coming up, and you're right, they want to get back on the winners list. They had a huge crowd here, just over or just under 1,700 people here for the game during the week. They also played in front of a packed Service FM stadium in the Cup final last Saturday, where they won 5-2 over Cumberland. So they've had a pretty big 7 or 8 days, FK Beograd, and just speaking to a couple of people pre-game, they are a little bit tired and a little bit weathered. A couple of outs tonight, obviously Trimboli not in that lineup. He has had a few minutes in the legs that he hasn't had all season, so it's probably understandable. And the other one that's dropped out is the captain, Natsiopoulos. But the thing with these teams, Cooper, is they've got great cover and like-for-like players in the positions where they lose them.
Well, they do. Fro Niankuro comes back in place of Natsiopoulos tonight, and Abu Bakari Hussein comes in up front for Trimboli. So there's goals there with Abu, and there's plenty of box-to-box midfield cover with the legs of Fro as well. So Beograd will be confident with the 11 they put out tonight.
You can see the toss of the coin taking place. Massimo Falco wearing the armband for Beograd, and Ethan Cox for United. Cox, one of the A-League listed players in that lineup, along with Phyllis and Taladera as well. I think Amlani Tatu might be on. Is he still on a scholarship, or is he a fully pledged A-League? Not too sure. He has played A-League minutes, so we'll give him that.
And experience A-League goals with Joey Garuccio as well. So United will be confident that they've got the footballing ability on the park to make a game of this as well against a potentially fatigued Beograd, like we said, after a big week of football for them. So it should be a good 90 minutes, and we're keen to get underway here.
Indeed. We spoke a little bit off here as well, Cooper, about Adelaide United's goal scoring. They've got more goal scorers than Beograd have throughout the season, but not to the excess of what Beograd have. Baselli's got 9, Constantopoulos has got 8, whilst for Adelaide United, 2 of their top ones, one of them's not at the club anymore, which is Battistella, who's gone to Adelaide City, and the other one is Crawford, who is obviously probably more so into the pre-season with the A-League team at the moment, not playing NPL. So Garuccio with those 5 goals is their top scorer right on the park, and probably an understatement, if we say the least here, is that Tatu hasn't had the year that he had the previous year. He's only got the 1 goal this year, so he'll be looking for a big back end of the season coming into the A-League season. Kickoff gets underway. It's amazing how One Solution, Frank Mitchell, holds up week after week with the weather and the amount of traffic that's gone through it over the past 2 weeks here.
Yeah, it's still the awesome old grass facility here at Frank Mitchell too. It's been great to see them play. I mean, a cup game on Wednesday night, and now we get a different look at what the venue looks like here.
Here is Tatu. Adelaide United just happy to keep possession. Kazimovic goes all the way back to Cox. I think when you come and watch games on a grass pitch like here in Adelaide City, you appreciate what old school football used to be like. People lose sight of it, don't they, these days?
They do a little bit, not quite the same perfection as artificial provides, but some good old proper style football played here by FK Beograd, and it's we were talking before, such a great venue, the setup they've got here with their club rooms and their supporter base on that far side as well.
Montashami wasn't ready for that first time ball, and you may have just heard the coaches tell him to be ready for that. Centofanti comes in with the solid challenge for Beograd. Speaking of the top goal scorers in the league, Cooper, Blackwood hitting 4 on Friday night, puts him on 19 for the season, almost out of reach with only 4 games to go.
A few boys that look to fill their boots on Friday night, it seems. And like I said, George gets himself a nice little bit of buffer there at the top of the goal-scoring charts in the NPLSA. Beograd, like you said earlier, shared the goals around. They've got 3 boys in the top 20 goal scorers in the league this season that I'm sure will be looking to extend tonight.
Number 14, that's Atkinson. He's one of those. He's had a really good last month of football here for Beograd. He's also got 6 for the season, so they do share the load, and it was actually his goal last week that won it, or actually the last 2 league games he's won it for him with a sole goal in those games, one of them against Playford and the other one was against West Adelaide here at home last round. The referee's count got to 5 then with the throw-in. One of those new rules that's been elevated all around Australia and all around the world, in fact, where if the referee deems that it's been delayed, they can count to 6 and then turn it over. Here is Harrington. One of those that didn't start. That ball's not going to find its way through to Hussein. Oh, that's a late-ish challenge by Harrington. Phyllis looks to take the free kick. Bullamonga will pick it up. Beograd press, led by Baselli. Puts the pressure on Cox. Cox goes long. It's a pretty relatively easy header for Toriani. He's also been in some good form. Got that second goal that almost saw Beograd get something out of the game midweek in that Australia Cup tie. Here goes United though. Blazovic to the back post. It's volleyed across. But only as far as Woodlands. And Blazovic has had a busy week as well. He played the trial game against Cove midweek, actually scored a goal in that game in the 5-0 win that Adelaide United had in their pre-season trial. A bit of apology in the lineup. There is actually a third change. There's no Marcus Orchard for Beograd tonight. That's why Harrington comes back in. Orchard started the midweek game. Again, the beauty of having some depth and being able to change your lineup with like-for-like players is a godsend. If only we could have a bit of that, that'd be great. Kuru under pressure, gives the ball away. Kasumovic now under pressure from Konstantopoulos. Cox again goes long. I dare say Cox playing in goals may be a decision from above going back into the A-League season as well, because
Max Vartuli
has
consistent
been playing
starter for the NPL side, that's right.
And normally in the past we have seen a lot of players drop down in these last few weeks just to get them minutes under their belt, but I guess with these couple of games they've got, Adelaide United, like I said, they played Cove last week, they play Playford tomorrow night at Playford, which is another pre-season match. It's a little bit different these days. Back, 10 years ago we were playing Villarreal for practice matches at Cooper Stadium, but I guess we'll just deal with the local games for now. It's gone off of Vidicchio. There's an advantage there, or maybe not. No, he lost his whistle. Looks like he has lost. I know most referees carry 2 whistles, so I don't know if he's actually...
He has.
Yeah, he did.
He's gone to the backup whistle early, Christian.
I think it was Baselli who actually found the whistle for him. It was about almost 10 yards away from where the ball hit, so lucky they do carry that backup whistle. It looks like it's in an offside position. Flag doesn't go up. Tatu couldn't bring it down and get a shot away. Bakari's flick couldn't find Baselli. Now Adelaide United pick the ball back up through the middle of the park. Garuccio, he can't find his intended target either. Santafani's under pressure. Pinched by Motashami. Here's Garuccio again. Tatu can hit them from distance. Back onto his left foot. Tatu back onto his right foot. Back onto his left foot. Has the shot on goal. Tatu! Wow!
Some strike, Amlani Tatu.
Well, when the chips are down, just try and try again. And that's exactly what he did there. He went 4 times lucky there on his left and right foot. In the end, it was the non-preferred left foot, and he's just smacked it straight into the top corner. And that is not the start Beograd would have liked for here at home, but definitely the start United wanted. Not a whole lot of emotion down here, but a great strike nonetheless.
He had to do a job, the seems of the United bench. No, like you said, Tatu right foot, left foot, right foot, left foot. That space finally opens up and he unleashes a great strike past Alex Woodlands, and that's the start United would have wanted. They would have wanted something coming out of the blocks to rattle the cage a little bit for Beograd and not let them grow into this game with their experience.
And a celebration to boot as well with the backflip. Very common these days with the athletic ability of some of these players. Yep. Only the 8 minutes gone on the One World LED and Sportal scoreboard, and it's Adelaide United with the 1-0 advantage. No foul in the middle of the park. Looks like Garuccio may have hurt his shoulder. He's still down. Getting up slowly now. Certainly wins the header. Finds Harrington with that header. So there's a lot of talk, Cooper, even after Wednesday night, where a lot of fans of Beograd and even, somewhat club officials will let this go for a second, but Baselli gets to the byline, can't find Konstantopoulos. Harrington. Not sure if that was intended for Falco, but it gets there to him. He looks for Atkinson. Atkinson's not going to be able to keep that one in. But the talk is that Beograd come out a little bit slow and a little bit not ready, but everyone's ready because they're out here, but they just come out a little bit maybe soft is the word I've been hearing. Maybe they want them to come out and be a little bit more physical from the get-go.
Just insert themselves. I think they were probably favourites on Wednesday night, and and they came out, and sunshine probably started the hotter of the two sides. I think Beograd are looking for that intense first 10 minutes and finding themselves some space in these games. But like we've seen again tonight, less than 10 minutes on the clock, and an Amlani Tatu strike finds United in front, and they're playing from behind again.
Now Atkinson gets the chance to get into the box, gets to the byline, cuts it back. Baselli off the crossbar. Well, it was almost like we'd been putting the mocker on him for the last 30 or 40 seconds, and they just did that. And the form that Baselli has been in, you would almost guarantee that's going to hit the back of the net 9 times out of 10. Unfortunately for him, that time it finds and rattles the crossbar.
It's the link-up they'll be looking, though. Falco into Constantopoulos, and then they get Atkinson into those wide byline areas. He's so dangerous, and like you said, Lorenzo Baselli, 10 out of 10 times you expect to put that one away. But if Beograd can create chances like that going forward, there will be goals in this game.
Nyunkuru wins that one back, but then gives it away. Here's Garuccio, great little footwork there. Centofani has to deal with it. Doesn't do very well. Motashami, Garuccio, Motashami, still Motashami. Now it's cleared by Falco. Constantopoulos. Bu Hussein. Centofanti. If it was a little bit wider, it might have been ideal for Baselli to run onto, but it's straight into the 18-yard box where Ethan Cox, who is relatively good at commanding his 18-yard area, does that very well. If you're a enthusiastic and learning goalkeeper, you should be watching the way some of these guys command their 18-yard box.
So Ethan Cox potentially just showing a little bit of experience there and slowing this game down with a lead for this young Adelaide United team. Not full foot off the pedal, but just take some sting out of it straight after that goal.
Beograd back in possession. Hussein, Constantopoulos. Good challenge by Kasimovic, and Adelaide United are away again. Motashami puts it into the path of Versace on the far side. Here's cut back, finds Garuccio. Still Garuccio. On the left foot, has a go. Might get it back. No. Well defended by Nunn. Given this is the last game of the round, Cooper, we look at what that goal actually does is puts them on 25 points, Adelaide United, if it was to remain this way for the remainder of the game. And puts them into that 7th position, which would be only 3 points behind Croydon, who are on 28 points currently inside that top 6.
Yeah, it's a tight race between the teams in 7th and 10th, and there's a lot to play for in these final few weeks of the season. This is, like we spoke about, a big opportunity for Beograd to get themselves a bit of breathing room in 4th spot. It's as equally a big opportunity for United to push their agenda towards playing finals.
It is one of those things. I remember a couple of seasons ago, Adelaide United won that grand final quite convincingly, where I think they scraped in 4th position that season and went on to win it quite comfortably. I think it was 7-1 or 6-1 or something like that. It was a fairly big scoreline. So if they can scrape in, they've always, they're going to have the depth and the quality to do some damage when the time comes. Nyunkuru gets a little toe in there, does well, but then his pass is straight to Mbulamonga. Kasimovic. Oh, not a great touch, but Atkinson's flick goes out for a throw in to United.
Sort of 15 minutes gone, and FK Beograd are still looking for a foothold in this game, I think. Obviously, that one Baselli chance, but I think they'd like to be seeing a little bit more of the ball than they are as Christian Vidicchio gives them the throw on this near side.
Yeah, definitely come off of a United foot there, right in front of us here. Nunn goes long looking for Atkinson. Atkinson goes to ground quite easily. And then he leaves a foot in on Monga. Tatu with the outside of the foot finds Garuccio. Garuccio on the left foot. Garuccio goes to the near post. Side netting. And I think one thing as well is when you coach and play against a team like Adelaide United, you know they're going to be so well drilled and everything they do is going to be in the front foot. It's going to be quite quick and quite well executed. So you always got that in the back of your mind, no matter where they are on the table.
The movement early, particularly between Tatu and Garuccio, is very fluent forward of the ball. They look very dangerous.
That's a great little passage of play there by Jason Konstantopoulos. Did well to hold the ball up and then turn in the second motion. Here he is again. Not a great pass though. Adelaide United get the ball back. It's turned straight back over for Beograd. There's Konstantopoulos again. And again, Konstantopoulos, this time inside the 18. That's where they want him with the ball. Cuts it. Boselli's there. Boselli goes to ground. Falls. Nyonkuru. Atkinson's got Falco overlapping. Atkinson has a go. Boselli! Still there. So a great passage of play there by Beograd, forcing Adelaide United to defend in numbers, also forcing Cox into a save, and then forcing the defender into a rush clearance out for a corner.
It's a sharp save from Ethan Cox down to his left there, and like you said, Fazer Kasumovic straight in.
Focus, Beograd, come on!
Konstantopoulos over the corner.
Going to be an outswinger. Right on top of the penalty spot 6-yard box area. It's clipped back in. Still there. Now it's cleared by Watashami. Nyonkuru finds Konstantopoulos again. Tatu, but not close enough to defend, and it's a flicked on by Atkinson. I think Tatu expected Konstantopoulos to run it in, then he gave him a couple of yards.
Go ball, go!
A bit of a change up here. I don't know if it's just from the corner or maybe going to stay like that, but Nicola has dropped or swapped sides with Mbula Monga in the fullback positions.
Just noticed as well that Konstantopoulos is occupying a lot of time on this right-hand side too, so it might be reactionary to that. We've seen a lot of Jason on the left side for Beograd this season, as we did on Wednesday night, so it might be a reactionary move there.
Good pick up, Coop. Boselli brought to ground, free kick given. Taladero just play acting by taking the ball, making it he's not sure where it is. Everyone does that. Toriani looks for the runner, Falco. He's going to find him. Takes it down well, Falco. Gets into the box. Can't really get a decent shot or cut back away. Interesting to notice, Cooper, as well, the Adelaide United fans, the FKWs, not inside the ground tonight, looking from outside the park, not wanting to support local football. I don't know if that's got anything to do with the admission fee, but whatever. Here goes Adelaide United on the front foot. Boselli seems to have lifted the ante and the aggression in the last couple of minutes. Maybe
a little bit of sharpness, few stronger challenges for him, a little bit of leadership out there, trying to, like we said earlier, try and get a foothold in this game, and I think it starts with what Boselli gives them, and I think he knows that as well, so it's good to see him start to assert himself a bit more in this contest and try and pull Beograd back into the game.
And I think, given what we just said at the start of the broadcast, where the supporters and that wanted to see a little bit, that's what they want to see from the get-go. They don't want to see it after. It's a strong challenge. As there's a pretty solid challenge by Toriani. There's no card going to be given, back to what we were saying, though, but that's what they want to see. When in the big games, they want to see them come out with that aggression from the first 30 seconds, not after 20 minutes after you're 1-0 down.
Absolutely, they want to be on the front foot in these games, and like we said before, not playing from behind, which unfortunately they find themselves in that scenario again tonight. Even challenges like that from Toriani, they're the ones you're happy to see. They're the ones that set the tone at times for you as well. He'll be hoping that Tatu on his preferred side this time can't produce similar to what he did just before the 10-minute mark, standing over this. Very central 4-man wall from Woodlands as well.
He did get a tiny bit of ball, but I think he may have got more player first. And like you said, number 74, Amlani Tatu, already got one cracker. Has another go. That comes off of, I think, Falco in the end. Given where Falco was standing for that free kick, I suggest it wasn't anywhere near the target. Cox goes long again. Nunn's underneath it. His header finds Neon Kuru. Baselli clips it forward. Hussain is going to pick it up. He's got a defender almost wanting to take his shirt off of him. In the end, it goes out for a throw-in. Referee Vidicchio just getting a bit of advice here. I think the right decision was made, though. There probably was a foul, but still had possession of the ball. Here's Tatu. Looks like he's in a mood to play tonight. Motoshami finds Tatu again. He continued his run. Tatu on his right foot. This time he lays it off. Versace clips it in. Garuccio it is. The flag on the far side goes up.
They look so dangerous with Tatu with the ball at his feet. That drive, he looks, like you said, in a mood to play when he picks up that ball deep and gets a run going. They look so dangerous when he can find Garuccio.
Very, very close, but it did seem like there may have been half a yard in it. Given that Garuccio is actually coming back into the play, it's a big call to make in a split second, isn't it? Because you've got one defender coming away and the other striker coming back onside. It's hard. I guess that's the beauty of local football. You've got to make those decisions. Both players go sliding in there. I'm just surprised to see that one of them was Baselli. Here he is now. Oh, Kontasopoulos, he's had his shirt pulled there. Looked like a blatant free kick. Definitely looked like a free kick from up here, that's for sure.
Looked like an early pull, like you said, and Christian Vidicchio is getting some more advice from the sideline down here. I think that might be a reoccurring theme as the night goes on.
Cox goes long again. Falco wins the header. Harrington, bit of tennis in the air there. Boo puts Phyllis under pressure, but he can clear well enough to get him out of danger for now. And now it's Taladero playing the ball forward for Tatu, but not ideal. You don't really want Tatu competing in the air. You also want it at his feet, which has been most dangerous in the first 23 and a bit minutes here. Adelaide United, with the One World LED Sportal scoreboard reading them having the advantage. If you missed it, it was Amlani Tatu after just 8 minutes. Sent everyone the wrong way multiple times before rifling it into the top corner, leaving Woodlands no chance. And to be fair, Beograd have had a couple of half chances, but nothing to write home about so far. Toriani's ball in the path of Atkinson, but too much on it. Cox will collect it.
Looking for that deeper one with Konstantopoulos a bit more central. They're doubling up on this side, Konstantopoulos and Atkinson. I think they're expecting to potentially get some joy on this right-hand side. They may just be looking for a little bit more out of Abu, Hussain and Frony and Kuru early in this one as well. The two two of the three guys, at least the two forward of the ball, that didn't start on Wednesday night and may have a bit less fatigue than the other guys out there. So I'm sure Adrian Deloy will be looking for a lift from them.
That was very clever there by Tatu previously to that free kick. And that is the beauty of the Adelaide United team. They know where one another's going to be on most occasions. Beograd just stepping on the ball here, keeping possession. Switch of play. Harrington nods it back to Nyonkuru. Hussein. Harrington. Back to Hussein. Back to Nyonkuru where it all started. Cooper Nunn. So that was good by Beograd there, just keeping possession in tight areas and then coming back when needed. Now they're out on this side. Falco's ball for Atkinson. Atkinson goes to ground. Fadicchio ends up giving the free kick. It looked quite clear from here that it was a free kick. Beograd bench just giving Santafanti an instruction of what kind of free kick this is going to be. I dare say the target will be one Lorenzo Baselli here, Cooper.
Marco Torriani has formed during the week as well.
Yeah, a thunderous header during the week for Torriani. It's lifted up, Torriani goes to ground. Looks like both players sort of just went to ground together there, so it was interesting that the free kick was given. We've got the beauty of the replay here. Maybe the shove was against Baselli rather than Torriani. Speaking to the two Italian boys after the game Wednesday night, Baselli picked up his yellow card in the second half of that game and he blames Torriani for it because Torriani was doing all the talking and he picked up the card. Here goes Falco. Falco goes for goal. Off target, but Massimo Falco is looking the most dangerous for Beograd at the moment. So, interesting to see if they keep attacking down this right-hand side because it looks most feasible for them. Antonopoulos is pressing high, Baselli's pressing as well. Cox's clearance goes long. Santafanti intercepts. Again, it's played forward. Not a great pass backwards by Phyllis. And it's gone all the way out for a corner.
Looks like it'll be Constantopoulos again, so in swinging delivery from the far side of one solution, Frank Mitchell Park for Beograd.
You'd be absolutely filthy if this goes in the back of the net, given that it was a scrappy error. Constantopoulos will deliver. It's clipped in. It's on top of the keeper. Cox punches away. Hussein goes to ground. Not too sure what happened there. There's a lot of complaining happening. But that's kind of standard at a Beograd game.
Thomas, we've got front position and he's pulled him down. How's that not a pen?
Santafanti on the ball now. Atkinson.
Wait for the right moment. Wait for the right moment.
Can't really see much on the replay of what happened in the box there. Baselli just gets a little bit wrong-footed of himself there. Falco's been very good for Beograd so far. Here's Hussein running at the defenders now.
Brando, follow him. 2 6s now, Brando.
Again, Cox goes long. Falco, little nod back to his goalkeeper.
Thomas, we got front position and he pushed him in the back. It's a clear pen. I don't have a push. I do have hands. I don't have push. So there's no difference. So hands has stopped him headering the ball.
Beograd still asking how there was no penalty from the last corner. I think that corner was nearly 5 minutes ago. Just a little bit of frustration maybe. Not having things their own way as they would have probably liked. Given the table position of the two, when we look at Beograd and what a win would do for them, as we mentioned, the United 3 points is massive for them in the hunt for the top 6, but Beograd 3 points for them would put them 4 points clear of Playford in 5th position. If it stays this way, it would stay at 1 point and then they'd risk that top 4 finish later in the season. Constantopoulos still being pulled by Phyllis. This could be a yellow card. That one was, if the first one wasn't clear, that one was very clear.
Getting a bit of joy with that early ball through the middle, Constantopoulos. He seems very fluent with his positioning, like I said. Started left, came right. Vidicchio is going to call the quick free kick back.
Beograd, keep going, yeah? Doing well. Keep going.
Toriani and Nunn will now go up for this one. For a second, Toriani was the one standing over the ball. And Bullamonga tried to get in Toriani's way and stop him from getting in the box. I don't think I'd be doing that if I was you. Not the greatest ball into the box. Second one round. Falls for Constantopoulos though. Santafanti clips it to the back post. Atkinson's there. Nicola does well. Wins the header.
Don't let him out, Beograd. Come on. Don't let him
Sachi.
out. Go.
Caladera on that left foot. Neon Kuri's missed the ball. Neon Kuri. Motashami's in on goal. One-on-one with the keeper. Gets to the ball. Goes to ground. In the end, it was Woodlands who kept his feet. Motashami completely missed the ball. Referee says play on. Hussein might be in down the other end now. Referee gives a free kick against Abu Hussein.
Looked in two minds there, Motashami. Looked like he was going to open the body up and go for that far corner, and he makes a late decision to try and take it around Woodlands, and Woodlands comes well and collects ball before collecting Motashami.
Yeah, Woodlands did good to stay on his feet for starters, but then did well to make himself big. I think if you have another look, Motashami sees the defenders to his right and he goes, oh, I can't get around him. So then he just let the ball go. Good decision there by the referee. One thing Christian Vidicchio has been very hot on in the first half is the amount of time that Cox has taken to kick the ball, not only out of his hands, but also that time there. Shami can't keep the ball under control. Beograd tried to clear, but they'll get the ball back here, United. Still in a dangerous position. Into the 35th minute on the One World LED and Sport scoreboard here at One Solution Frank Mitchell Park. Adelaide United with that 1-0 lead.
important last 10 minutes here in the first half for both sides. A goal would be gold for FK Beograd, obviously, but a second United goal would make a big second half for FK Beograd, so they'll be looking to get themselves back in it, but give away nothing silly before the break.
Oh, that's a dangerous challenge as well. Definite yellow card. And I tend to agree with Deloyer. He's very, very close to overstepping. It was great play by Toriani to set it up, and then, yeah, he does come in very late, and he does catch him. He's probably lucky it's not any higher.
Looks like he just keeps those studs down.
Just,
like
yeah.
I said, one of those infamous orange card incidents.
Yeah, it's in between. Definitely a yellow. High grade yellow. Oh, mistake. Flag goes up though. Safe to say that Mbula Monga would be very pleased to see that flag. He slid in. It was a very close call, I tell you. Phyllis was very deep there. So that's 2 Adelaide United bookings in the last 5 or so minutes. There was definitely no complaints from the United bench on the card, and they more so were upset that he even went for the challenge rather than just trying to slow him up and block in the passing lanes. Varnes was very quick off his seat to make his way over to the young player Versace and say, what are you actually doing? Why? To which the player had no answer at all. Probably knew, yeah.
Just a wry smile from Versace. I think he knew he was in no man's land.
So Beograd, not so much on top, but things starting to go their way slightly here. Very 50-50 the last 10 minutes. An Adelaide United goal would be an absolute sucker punch, to say the least, given how Beograd have made their way back into the game, putting United under a little bit of pressure. Now they're going to press here.
Block keeper. Well done, Jace. Good Beograd. Don't touch him. Don't touch him.
Simple whistle and foul decision there for Badicchio. I think, like you said, in the last 15 minutes, Beograd have been probably more so on top. I think in the last 15 minutes, we've seen a fair bit less of Amlani Tatu on the ball as well, which is probably a contributing factor there, and United will be looking to get him back involved, similarly with Joey Garuccio.
It is quite funny because we saw that change of fullbacks. As speak of the devil, here goes Tatu. Is he going to hit this? He does. He's been well involved so far in the first half, scoring that goal, and just thought he'd have a go there. But what I was going to say was, when that change was made with the fullbacks and to account for where Constantopoulos is now, he's gone back central. Tatu's gone to the other side as well and swapped with Versace. So a couple of changes sort of changed the flow of the game a little bit. Yonkuru does well, brings that under control. Centofanti through the midfield. Still Centofanti. He's got Boselli here on the near side. Finds him. Boselli with some space to run. He does, through the middle. Falco, been one of Beograd's better players in the first half. Happy just to step on it here, Beograd. Boselli had the chance to go forward, they lost it and got it back, so now they're happy just to move the ball around a little bit. Nyonkuru finds Falco. Constantopoulos. Harrington now on the far side. Clips it in. So a rash clearance by Phyllis. It's going to be another corner for Beograd. And these corners have been causing a little bit of trouble. A couple of penalty shouts earlier on.
Delivery from Constantopoulos has been good so far. Another in-swinging corner from that far side here. He'll be looking to find, like we said earlier, Lorenzo Boselli or Marco Toriani. Both dangers in the air for FK Beograd. In swung again.
over the head of none. Baselli's going to be the first to it. Wins the header, but dangerous. Almost danger for Beograd. Versace's already on that yellow card. Laying down the law there, Christian Vidicchio. Atkinson. Oh, the foul's given the other way. Santafanti's gone down in the middle of the park. Not ideal for Beograd. And Natsiopoulos has been sent down to warm up with 5 minutes or 4 minutes of normal time to play. Probably a couple added on. Sure. It does looks pretty serious because he's coming straight off, not even getting any treatment on the park. So initially Santafanti come straight off and actually mentioned to the referee that he's done and they were going to make the change, and then he come off and said, just give me a minute to see if I can make a couple of runs. Physio keeping a watch on him. Looks like he is done. So Natsiopoulos looks like the like-for-like replacement. So Santafanti fails that little fitness test. Natsiopoulos getting padded up. Beograd to make a change in the next out of play. Couple of minutes to go before half-time. Adelaide United on the front foot here. Overlapping was Garuccio, but couldn't find him. Goes out for a goal kick, and now it might be a chance for that change. It's going to be the captain, Andoni Natsiopoulos, coming on.
Big week of football for Natsiopoulos, featuring in all 3 games now, coming on at half-time. It might be a little bit earlier than FK Beograd were looking to go with him tonight, given that he's only started the 4 NPL games before tonight.
So on comes Natsiopoulos with a couple of minutes to go, as I mentioned. Didn't look entirely 100% warmed up and ready to go as he was making his way out, still putting deep heat onto those hamstrings. Just a couple of minutes for him to get into the game here. Might get a touch on the ball. No, bypasses him. Falco, Atkinson, under pressure. Versace gets a touch. Falco throws it in quickly to Toriani. Now it's Nyonkuru. Baselli. Natsiopoulos with his first touch. Just plays safe, goes back to Toriani. Toriani's switch of play is a good one. Harrington. Hussain. Still Harrington. Harrington still got the ball. Still Harrington. Baselli doesn't quite fall for him to have a swing at goal.
Good run from Harrington. I think the boys were lining up though.
Here's United on the counter down the other end. Versace. Just a little 1-2-3 with Blazovic. Nicola turned over. Konstantopoulos wins it back. Now gets going. Puts it in the path of Atkinson. Simovic goes back to Cox. Cox, not too sure what that little step was, but his kick goes only as far as Natsiopoulos. Harrington again overlapping on the left-hand side. Plays it into the path of Hussein. Natsiopoulos might have a go here. He does do. Oh, he's made Cox move. And Cox almost looked like he'd stumbled in that little patch of dirt there. Neil Kuru, Falco, might get it back into the box. Back to Natsiopoulos. His pass only as far as Nicola. Toriani picks that one up. Woodlands will play it across the other side to Cooper Nunn. So the 45 is done. Up to Christian Vidica. How long we play here? Might be another one to go, I would say.
Harrington just starting to get a little bit of attacking joy on that left-hand side, just testing out the defensive work rate of Tatu here late in this first half.
There could be danger signs in the second half if Harrington gets going on the opposite side, because really Beograd have been dangerous down this near side, which is the right. If they can get both sides operating in the second half. Beograd not happy with just the 1 minute being added on. But as I was just saying, Cooper, just as we go into the halftime break, if Beograd can get both sides operating and causing trouble on both sides, then Adelaide United will have to defend for their lives in the second half, and they'll probably then start to sit back a little bit. We've seen them a couple of times this season when things start to go wrong, they do tend to just take a little bit of a backward step.
Yeah, like you said, Connie, a little bit of joy for Constantopoulos and Atkinson on this right-hand side for most of that half, and in the last sort of 5 or so minutes, Harrington getting more involved on the left will make them a bit of a threat for 45 minutes.
The match stats up on your screen as we go to the break. Pretty even. 5 shots for Beograd, 4 shots for United. 3 on target for Beograd, 2 for United, but the one that counts is the one at the very top. It's Adelaide United with a 1-0 lead. We'll be back with the second half shortly.
For over 25 years, HPG Homes have been helping South Australians build and own their dream home. Whether it's a house and land package, custom build or development, our HPG fixed price guarantee ensures no nasty surprises or price changes along the way. We're committed to quality, affordability and creating a way of life for you and your family. Fixed price, turnkey. It's gotta be HPG. HPG Homes.
Introducing Carl's Jr. Star Boxes for taste and value that's out of this world. Choose a tasty ranch, original, Santa Fe or barbecue double cheeseburger and grab a small fries, all for only $6.95. Carl's Jr. Eat like you mean it.
I just want to make an impact.
Hop in.
Where are we going?
There are so many career paths with SAPOL, from operations to CSI. You can walk the beat or work somewhere a little quieter. If you want to make a difference, there's a career at SAPOL for you.
Hey, It's gonna be all right.
Call up the search.
Find where you belong in blue. Search SAPOL Careers.
At Service FM, we know every workplace is different. Every challenge is unique. That's why we personalise our services to our customers' different needs across different industries. From medical to mining and manufacturing, hospitality to healthcare, commercial to defence. So when you need to create a better work environment, you need Service FM. Proud partner with Football South Australia.
And that's it. Damn, Anderson's half us off his line. And he makes him pay. Patrick Tarantula, over the scoring, onto the volley.
I think the people involved, you get to meet a lot of people in football, and that's just one of the great things. Not only is the sport great, but the people involved. So fellow referees, players, coaches, even fans. I love officiating because it keeps me involved in football. I was a player, but I don't reckon I could cut it out there anymore, at least at any decent level. But as a referee, I get to be involved in higher levels of football. Keeps me involved, keeps me fit, and is great fun. I think I have a moment of this is why I do this every week. It's always good fun to get out there, and there are tough moments, but being resilient and succeeding, even just in the little things throughout a match. I think embracing challenges is such an important skill to learn, and as a referee you surely come across a lot of them, and I certainly have. I reckon give it a go. You will face challenges, but that's a part of it, and I think embracing challenges is such an important skill to learn.
Introducing Carl's Jr. Star Boxes for taste and value that's out of this world. Choose a tasty ranch, original, Santa Fe or barbecue double cheeseburger and grab a small fries, all for only $6.95. Carl's Jr. Eat like you mean it.
Adelaide wakes up with 5AA, David Penberthy and Will Goodings. Tom Wren for sport. Jade Robran on the scene as it happens. Jess Adamson with the news that matters to Adelaide. Breakfast with David and Will, bringing together the names you trust with everything you need to know to start your day. Always live, always local, and only on 5AA. Always Adelaide.
For over 25 years, HPG Homes have been helping South Australians build and own their dream home. Whether it's a house and land package, custom build or development, our HPG fixed price guarantee ensures no nasty surprises or price changes along the way. We're committed to quality, affordability and creating a way of life for you and your family. Fixed price turnkey. It's gotta be HPG. HPG Homes.
So the Youth Club Championship, we've designed a structure where the under 13s, under 14s, under 15s and 16s all compete together as one club. They'll play at the same venue, they'll play one after each other. It allows the technical director to be at the venue to help educate and look after the coaches, and also there's a focus on player development.
Players are now knowing where they are at and the pathway to follow each year. If they continue with the YCC, they should be in a position where they can go into senior football. It's a lot clearer around the steps they need to take to keep tracking as a player.
We've created an additional YCC training session or seminar night. All the players involved had the opportunity to do an extra additional skills session development plan, and we had Adrian Stanter coming in to talk about how to become a more professional player from a younger age.
The fact that as a club we are investing heavily in the juniors to ensure that we're putting those tools in place that the YCC is wanting from us, that's certainly bringing around some benefits to the club and to junior development across the board.
Everyone's trying to obtain points for their club, but also with a strong focus on how do we create a competition where players can play against like players.
The one thing I have noticed is it's been a bit more focused on getting the balance right. So, you know, trying to keep the best teams playing against each other throughout the entire year and not having this big disparity between one team or another, one club or another.
So what it has allowed us to do is have quality games every week, which has benefited the competition and given the girls a chance to sort of understand what it's like to play at that elite level. While development is a good focus, the YCC does bring out the aspect of results as well, which helps find that balance for players to transition to senior football.
So I think with the YCC structure now in place, there's become a better level, and with a better level there's been higher intensity within our sessions, and that's allowed for greater development in terms of a player technically, tactically, and that's given them the best chance to keep improving their game.
Yeah, look, I think there's certainly brought around a lot of excitement to the club on YCC Day. The club's buzzing, a lot of the parents and players really enjoy seeing the kids play, and what is really now an elite pathway in junior football in our state.
Something that resonated with me right on the onset was about connecting a budding footballer with the right coach with the right club, and the right club being part of the right football environment. So the YCC tells me that this has been a fantastic implementation by Football South Australia. Yeah, well, we've got many colours on it. I see the clock on here. Yep. So then I just, you know, match ball.
Welcome back for the second half here at Frank Mitchell One Solution Park. FK Beograd will get things back under the way where Motashami does the right thing and waits for the ball to be played. No rush to get back either. Now we're off. FK Beograd straight onto the front foot. Vasily does not keep that one in. And Cooper, if Wednesday night was anything to go by, Beograd in the second half should come home with a wet sail here.
Yeah, they've got goals in them, and we know that. So, I mean, that fluent front third, you can see it already. Konstantopoulos looks to have stayed central, and Abubakari Hussein is occupying this left-hand side. So, like you said just before half-time, if they can get both sides going, they're going to be a threat for United to deal with for 45 minutes. Could feel like a real long 45 minutes for them here if they don't do something about these wings.
Beograd with that high press already. And Bullamonga steps inside to pick that one up, but forced back by Hussein. Finds Motashami. Motashami's ball over the top. Not far enough for Garucho. Konstantopoulos picks the ball up. Natsiopoulos, sorry. Finds Hussein. Oh, the run by Harrington was made. He was checked by Mbulamonga. It's always good when the officials are mic'd up, because if the assistant on the near side's close enough, you can hear what the conversation is between referee and assistant. Obviously no foul seen by either of them there. Toriani's little lollipop doesn't do his teammates any favour, but the fight of Nyonkuru does. Always gives 110% throw Nyonkuru. goal scorer, Tatu. Looks, the keeper's off his line. Tatu goes for goal. Wow. He is definitely full of confidence after putting one in the top corner in the 8th minute tonight. And we mentioned pre-game that he's had nowhere near the season of last or what's seen him made a couple of A-League appearances. But tonight he's hasn't had 100% input, but the 50% he has had has been pretty dangerous, Cooper.
Yeah, well, that pocket there between the 6 and the 2 centre halves for FK Beograd is where Tatu's look most dangerous, when he can occupy that space and pick the ball up with space to run into. We said prior to half-time that we didn't see it for the last 15 to 20, and United's bench will be thrilled that they've found that pocket again for him less than 5 minutes into the second half.
I think the longer that this one goes on and Beograd push, he's going to find more space in behind and in those areas as well. So a win-win for both teams. Beograd will look to press and get numbers forward, whilst for United, if it does become a counter-attacking game, there's no better player at it than Amlani Tatu. Interesting fact that, and I've only just picked this up, but Tatu and Hussein are actually brothers. Different last names, but half brothers. And Bullamonga gets forward. Falco deals with it. Nyonkuru clears.
Be ready, Jace. Be ready, Jace. Yes. Be ready to do central.
Phyllis. Blazovic does well. Here then Bullamonga again. Motashami, great touch. Has a go on goal, takes a deflection. Falls. Tatu back onto his left foot. Great stave by Woodlands. That little deflection on that first shot put Woodlands in a world of pain and could only deflect it. Here's Garuccio. Can hit that from distance as well. Goes low. So Adelaide United. A couple of quick snapshot chances for them. Could have easily seen them go 2-0 up.
This is again what we spoke about with FK Beograd in the first half of this game. That first 10 minutes of halves, they, like we said, they're looking to come out and or need to look to come out and be on top right from the kickoff, and they haven't achieved it again here. United look more likely to pick up a second right now than Beograd do to equalise, so they need to find that foothold in the game again.
Definitely no love lost there between Tatu and Hussein with that challenge. Bullamonga finding himself in some space. Great little touch in between there with Garuccio. Loses his footing though, and Natsiopoulos wins the ball back. Probably lucky that there wasn't any real attack on there, otherwise he probably could have been picking up a ticket as well.
Space on the right if they can go early. They do come left.
Boselli, Harrington overlapping. Clips it into the near post. Can't clear the first defender in Phyllis. Harrington has to chase back now. Gets a foot in. We mentioned just before half-time as well that if Harrington can get going on this left-hand side here with Hussein and look as dangerous as Falco and Atkinson have on the right, can create some real headaches for United to defend. Again, enough pressure there to turn the ball over. Boselli occupying the space here on the left side. Toriani's pass won't find him. Ball ended up where Boselli was initially standing and wasn't too happy about where he ended up. Tatu already got one tonight on that left foot. This time he just passes wide. A lot of people probably expecting to pull the trigger there. Deflected cross shot, whatever that was, lands in the lap of Woodlands. And here goes Harrington again, really putting United under pressure now on this left side. Hussein gets past Monga. Can he clip it in to the top of the box? Atkinson, Nyonkuru. And that took an absolute horrid bobble right on the top of the box there as he was about to hit that. Little puff of dust as well. But again, Cooper, this left-hand side is becoming very dangerous for them.
Yeah, a lot of early joy on the right-hand side for FK Beograd in this one, but Atkinson, he's sort of drifted out of the game a little bit in this left-hand side with Abu occupying the front third on the left-hand side. Looks dangerous with his link up with Harrington. Now they're getting their joy on this side, it seems.
Natsiopoulos picks that up. Atkinson makes the run. Couldn't quite find him. Natsiopoulos picks it up again. Can he get the ball into the box? He can. Hussein is going to fall for him. Tries to go byline. Not enough room, so he comes back out. Uses Harrington now. Harrington with some time and space. It's clipped in. Baselli with the header over the crossbar.
It's a delightful ball from Harrington, and it's joy again for FK Beograd on this left-hand side. Not as pretty as some previous plays, but Hussein is just able to recycle, and Harrington gets that space on the right foot to put the in-swinging ball in, and it's another good chance from inside 10 yards for Lorenzo Baselli, Connie.
Well, Baselli hasn't had the impact that he's had all season, but if he can get going in this last 40-odd minutes, Beograd may find themselves getting the result they want. But they are looking more and more dangerous each time they go forward. I guess the only thing with a team like Adelaide United is you can go forward as much as you want, but if you don't make them count, they've got the quality on the other end to put it in the back of the net also. That's a risky pass. Woodlands. Back to Woodlands again from Nunn. Now it's Toriani. Picks the ball up and drives forward. Finds Konstantopoulos, but rifled into him. Garuccio makes the run forward. Nunn's there. Versace. Taladera. Sorry, not Taladera. Motsashami it was. Cox sweeping, picks the ball up, plays to Phyllis. Phyllis goes all the way back to Ethan Cox in the United goal. Been pretty good with his distribution tonight, Cox. That time keeps it on the floor. Tatu, great touch into space. Across the park. Not his best effort. Comes off Tatu, goes out for a throw-in on the far side for FK Beograd. 55 minutes played on the 1-0 Adelaide Sportal scoreboard. Natsiopoulos starting to have a little bit of an impact in this second half after being a late first half substitute for Santafanti, who come off injured. Great pass by Toriani, finds Baselli. Cox with a rare misplaced pass. Harrington finds Hussein. Hussein runs at his defender. It's cleared for a throw in to Beograd. Baselli brings it down on his chest. Nyonkuru picks it up. Can he get it into the box? He can. Falls with Baselli. Baselli's touch couldn't get him into a position to shoot. Natsiopoulos picks it up. Natsiopoulos now. Natsiopoulos happens to go, and that one is taking a deflection, so that would explain why it wasn't anywhere near the target. Didn't look like it, but someone got a foot to it.
Back to these set pieces for FK Beograd. They look dangerous from corners in the first half. Some big bodies in the box. Baselli, Toriani, Natsiopoulos now as well, occupying space. They'll be looking to see if they can be a threat from a Konstantopoulos corner here.
Jason Konstantopoulos to swing this one in. Look to land on the goalkeeper's head. But before that, Christian Verdicchio wants to have a chat with, maybe just in the general direction of Toriani and Natsiopoulos. Now Konstantopoulos will get the chance to swing it in. It's very, very, very deep. Toriani's there, but can he keep it in? He can. One way, the other he does very well. Toriani clips it in. It's there. Cooper Nunn gets the header, and it's over the crossbar. So another great chance in the air. That time it was Cooper Nunn up for the corner, stayed up. It was actually his centre-back partner, Toriani. Did very well in the far corner, delivered it on a plate for Cooper Nunn, but couldn't quite keep the header down. Kasumovic, bit of a wayward one there, gives it away. Konstantopoulos with the throw. Hussein, here's Baselli. Baselli gets it into the box. Now it's Atkinson. It's saved. Massimo Falco can't get there in time. It's going to be picked up by Taladera. So Beograd really putting the foot down here, putting him under immense pressure. There's a United player down in the far side. Looks like a fair challenge.
The dam wall's holding up for United as we approach the hour, but there's been 3 or 4 good chances in the last 10 minutes for Beograd, and you'd think that this can't continue for long without goals. So United with a bit of work to do to see if they can, I mean, really, again, Connie, it's this left-hand side for Beograd. They're getting so much joy now out of this Hussein and Harrington partnership.
Maybe some additional parts of this wall coming on soon that Beograd are trying to break down. United getting a couple of substitutes ready. Konstantopoulos gets a little shove. Referee says play on.
Samlani Tatu working back for that one to make that challenge. We questioned that defensive work rate in the first half, and so far as we approach the hour, it's been there.
And then he was the first one onto the front foot as well.
Swing it around. Come this way.
Toriani goes long, and Bonga has had a difficult couple of moments. And Bulamonga. Free kick in the middle of the park. Looked a little bit soft. And United will make a double substitution here. And Bulamonga, one to come off, along with Motashami. Luke Hurst comes on, as does Karen Long. Play will restart right on the kickoff point. Kasumovic in no rush to take it. How much patience does Vidicchio have? Not a great pass. Took all that time just for that. Konstantopoulos being pulled down. Konstantopoulos.
Maybe a bit of final lenience from Christian Vidicchio, but that's 3 or 4 times that Konstantopoulos has been pulled back in this game now, and the frustration from both Jason and the Beograd bench is starting to show.
Here's Konstantopoulos again. And I reckon the only thing that saved Hurst there was that he came on about 45 seconds ago. Nyonkuru. Natsiopoulos. Falco. None. Tried to find the feet of Nyonkuru, couldn't do so. Nyonkuru will almost wins it back. Kasumovic. Longa on the far side now for United, one of those substitutes. Here's Toriani through the middle of the park. Finds Konstantopoulos, but the flag is going to go up. It's happened a couple of times tonight, hasn't it? Konstantopoulos finds himself in some space, but the flag has been his enemy.
United have gone quick here too, and they've got some space through Tatu.
Oh, Tatu and Nyonkuru go 50-50, and looked like Tatu might hurt himself stretching for that one. There wasn't much contact. Garuccio, Taladera. Hurst, back to Hurst. Hurst, the substitute's just come on. Comes off long air. So the two subs. Tatu looks like a bit of strife here. No. Harvey Lopez was very worried. Harvey Lopez is still telling Emlani Tatu to go down. Tatu staying on his feet. But there is another couple of substitutions being prepared for Adelaide United, so they're going to go to the bench again by the looks. Beograd may be doing the same. Kosic warming up and being ready for Beograd. Referee put the whistle to the mouth and didn't worry about it. Atkinson. Can't find the feet of Hussein.
Like you said, we might be about to see Kosic. You wonder where the depth comes from Beograd tonight with all three substitutions from the midweek game starting tonight's game. And
no Trimboli.
Natsiopoulos already on the pitch, no Trimboli and no Orchard in the squad. So some significant change and some different names on the bench for FK Beograd tonight.
United doing well to keep it under possession for now. Turned over. Natsiopoulos will pick it up. Toriani's got the ball. Konstantopoulos is in some space, brings it down on his chest, gets behind his man, gets to the byline. Still just maybe a little bit slippery underfoot at the moment as well. And Natsiopoulos picks it up again. Just going through like a freight train, straight through everyone. Now Boselli.
Natsiopoulos just providing a different energy for FK Beograd here in the second half that perhaps they didn't have in the middle of the pitch in the first half. They just need a little bit more from Froni and Kuru and potentially even Lorenzo Boselli to just go with him and see what they can produce in the final third.
Zach Kosic comes on. Abu Bakari Hussein replaced. Probably not the impact they would have liked from him, as he was one of those fresher players from the midweek game. Kosic also made his way onto the park Wednesday night. Got 25 minutes to make an impact here. Here he is now. Konstantopoulos goes inside. Tatu does well to win that ball and not foul Konstantopoulos. Konstantopoulos wins the ball back. Kuru's got a couple of players on this side. Konstantopoulos gets it. Tatu leaves one in on Konstantopoulos. Boselli's got the ball though, gets to the byline. Bit of contact to the head of Konstantopoulos then. If anything to go by with the conversation that Christian Verdicchio had with Massimo Falco in the first half, you would think maybe he would have said something the same to Emlani Tatu there. Consistency is the key, I guess.
Had a pretty good view of it, Verdicchio.
Konstantopoulos to take the corner, swing it in again. To the back post, Cox punches. Natsiopoulos picks it up, steps on the ball. Now United might be away on a counter. No, they're not, because the pass only makes its way to Falco. Falco's going to clip it back in, but that's easy pickings for Cox, and then Cox goes long. So just the ante's just picked up in the last 30 seconds. Natsiopoulos, he's made a little bit of a difference in the middle of the park for Beograd. He's going to fall with Konstantopoulos. Not too sure if that pass was for Atkinson. Looked more so for Falco doing the overlap. Was going to be in a better position to receive it. .23 minutes to go here. Beograd.
So United 11 has sit in, as you suggested, at May as well. It's become a little bit of a deeper front for them heading into the last 20.
Yeah, it's definitely something I've noticed in their past few games, especially a couple of weeks ago when I've seen them get battered by Croydon. When they drop deeper into their half, it becomes more difficult for them. But they might be in a chance for a second here with the counter. Given away by Toriani. All the way back to Cox now. United have a couple more substitutions ready to go down here in front of the camera. Fro wins that one back. Now the ball in for Kozic. Can he make something of it? Kozic onto the left foot. Snapshot. Taladera did well to track back, but Kozic nearly made a difference off the bench there. Phyllis clips it onto Garuccio. Garuccio does well to bring it down. Keeps possession under a fair amount of pressure. United managed to keep the ball and switch play. Nicola. Ball goes out on the far side. Not too sure if they'll make the sub now. Yes, they will. So another double sub for United. Grelli and Irakosi, the ones coming on. A big call here. Garuccio coming off. Maybe under managed minutes during A-League pre-season. Probably going to get some game time possibly tomorrow night. Who knows? Taladera the other one. So a couple of experienced and more senior players coming off here. Cooper, he could open the door for Beograd even more than what it already is open.
Just saw the experience from Taladera coming back to stifle the attack from Zach Kosic as well. So a little bit less experience in midfield there. Maybe, like you said, some space might open up for Beograd in behind.
Looks like Irakosi's going to come onto this right-hand side. And Tatu's going to drift inside a little bit more. Grelli looks like he's dropped into one of those defensive midfield positions. Boselli puts it into the path of Kosic. Kosic does well. Still Kosic. Kosic on the left foot. Had Boselli just to his left-hand side. Chose not to use him. Nunn wins the header. Atkinson tries to slip it through for Kosic again. He's going to forward Natsiopoulos. Out to Falco. His delivery's been good tonight, and that's another decent ball into the box. It's there! Konstantopoulos looked like he was being held.
Some strong appeals from the FK Beograd bench.
It's a corner, mate. We didn't even touch it. You guys, man. Christian didn't even touch the ball.
Looks like they probably should have had a corner there, FK Beograd, which is what the conversation from Deloyer on the bench here is.
I think there's multiple coaches here. It definitely didn't. I think if Konstantopoulos makes contact, it's going in the back of the net. It's nowhere near Konstantopoulos, so it should have been a corner. Cox restarts, goes long. Toriani wins the header. Kosic does well enough to win it back for Beograd. Atkinson goes to ground. Play goes on. Nyonkuru. Natsiopoulos, who's got a player or two to his left. That's a great switch. Can Konstantopoulos keep it in? Yes, he can. Jason Konstantopoulos again. Tries to clip that one in, not enough on it.
Ethan Harrington in a lot of space there with the double up on Konstantopoulos. I think they just need to be patient here, Beograd. This wall of United is still holding up strong, but 20 minutes plus stoppage time is still a lot of football to play like this.
Definitely is. United on the front foot here. Versace comes inside. It's given away very cheaply, though, by one of those substitutes that came on earlier, and he's probably been given a couple of little bits of advice on multiple occasions since coming on, Hurst.
Mentioned multiple times the fluidity of positioning from Jason Konstantopoulos tonight. In the last sort of 15 minutes or so, he has been heavily situated on this left-hand wing closest to the commentary setup here at One Solution Frank Mitchell Park, and he's getting a lot of joy against this right full-back. And I think we'll see him situate in this area for the remainder of this game, the way things are looking.
Well, we said at half-time just before the half-time break and during it that if the left side can become more fluent than the right, but it actually, we said if they evened out, but it's actually become more fluent is what I'm trying to say. So the right-hand side just sort of not come to a standstill, but everything's gone down this side where Jason Konstantopoulos has been.
We haven't seen the attacking influence of Massimo Falco in this second half either, which we saw pretty prominently in at least the first half an hour of this game. I think Beograd will be looking to see if they can find that back.
Here is Jason Konstantopoulos, wins it back, on the left foot, goes low, Cox saves that one. And releases quickly. Chris Irakoze. Does he keep possession? Amlani Tatu. Can he get a second? Tatu onto the left foot again. Has a go. Goes low. Amlani Tatu. One way, the other way. It was almost like a replay of what we saw earlier on. Had Toriani up in the air, didn't he?
He did. There's a few challenges in the middle there for Beograd that just don't stick. Like you said, joy of the replay here, but you see there's one from Harrington, one from Natsiopoulos, and one from Niankuru that if one of them sticks, we probably don't see a goal from Amlani Tatu there, and all of a sudden a 2-goal deficit with 15, 16 plus stoppage time to play is a mountain to climb for FK Beograd here at home.
Yeah, a little bit of an upset brewing here. Adelaide United and Amlani Tatu. 2 goals to the good. Tatu only had 1 goal coming into this game, and he's got 3 after this 74 minutes played in round 18. As that goal goes in and a double substitution's made, Massimo Falco and Fro Niankuru come off.
For Jordan Lean and Peter Palassis for FK Beograd. So, again, a couple of experienced players off and an opportunity for some younger guys to see if they can get Beograd back in this game.
Beograd with a massive hill to climb. It's a little bit of a replay of Wednesday night because Toriani's gone up top now.
Found himself a goal on Wednesday night that gave Beograd a pulse. Can he do it again? A goal in the next 10 minutes or so from Marco Toriani would certainly do that for the home side.
It looks like they've gone to a back 3 here.
Chance to run for Baselli.
Baselli might get there before Phyllis. No, just in time Phyllis gets there and slides across. Looks like Toriani almost impeded one of the United defenders on his way, but play on. United again on this counter-attack. We did say it would happen. Konstantopoulos tracks back though. Irakoze's there. Woodlands goes long. Grelly. Tatu does very well. He's been very good, Tatu. Defensive side of the game's been just as good as his attacking side tonight. Cox finds Hurst. Phyllis. Longair's under pressure. It's turned over. Oh, that's not the right pass at all there, is it?
No, I think outside the defender was where Atkinson was looking for the ball, and Kozic has just tried to pick that one out between the centre half and the full-back. And the Beograd bench look like they want that moment back.
Oh, Baselli jumped over the top of that one. United might be away again. Just a misplaced pass from Hurst. Lean, who's dropped into that central part of the back 3. Toriani's gone into the referee's notebook. I doubt anything would be visible on camera because it was well out of the play. Verdicchio said that he heard the shirt of the player rip.
Well, I wonder
and
if
he
there was
didn't have to see it.
I wonder if there was some advice from the AR, given the conversation from Verdicchio there, to brandish the yellow card with, like he said, mentioning he could hear the shirt rip. I imagine there has to have been some visual from an assistant there.
Stop picking on them.
Verdicchio coming over to give a yellow card.
Control your team. Stop acting like victims. You, caution. Andoni, captain, organise the boys.
John Felidis goes into the book now, so things are just starting to unravel for Beograd here, Cooper.
Beograd, focus! Come on!
Still 12 minutes to play and probably a few to add on here now after this stoppage.
The United supporters on the outside of the fence seem to thoroughly enjoy those decisions from Christian Verdicchio. There's a bit of feedback coming from that side of the fence over here.
United supporters causing a bit of a ruckus over on the opposite side of the fence, like I mentioned. Didn't want to pay the admin fee to get in tonight, so they're standing on the outside. It could be a SAPOL problem if it escalates. Assistant referee, I think it's Thomas Temby on this near side. Just asking for United to get their ground steward over there to take care of it. Not too sure why they were having anything to say as the shot deflects. It could be three. Oh, great save by Woodlands. Grelly with the shot.
He's done well to reposition himself there, Alex. He's going the wrong way, and he comes across, and at the last second, I think he gets a finger to that one, and he keeps it at 2, which, I mean, it gives Beograd a pulse. I think a third probably would have just about finished them off here with just over 10 minutes to play.
Corner for United. A little bit early for time wasting. Plays it to Tatu, who plays it to Grelly. Grelly now clips it in. That's a great ball into the box. Natsiopoulos is going to get there first. A little bit of a shove. Play on. Kosic picks it up. Hurst comes across, does well. Gets the plaudits of Javi Lopez, who's real happy with his defensive efforts on there. Typical fullback praising a fullback.
Yeah, all friends with each other, aren't they, the fullback union? It's like United making another change here. Could be Tatu leaving us on the far side there.
So Tatu's damage is done for the night. Javi Lopez plays bib collector. And on comes Mitch Knight. Couple of little nibbles there. Verdicchio lets it go. United win it back. Can they find a third to kill this one off? Versace makes the run. Still Versace. Harrington comes across. Hands all over the opposition player. Verdicchio lets it go. Still Versace. Nunn cleans up.
Be in front, Zach. Be in front. Be in front. Be in front, Zach. Good, good.
United just got their tails up here slightly. For about 15-20 minutes they were, even though they had the advantage, they looked like they didn't have much left, but they've just got another level here.
Oh, that's a bit suspect from United there.
Ball from Kosic didn't do Atkinson any favours.
Talk to him, Woody. Talk to him. Open up, good. Karen. DJ, get it. Higher, BJ, higher.
Toriani makes the run. Phyllis comes across. Toriani. Gameplay tactics in full swing here. Beograd pick it up. Harrington. So United just happy to sit in this block now, aren't they, when Beograd have got the ball in these areas, just trying to pick it off when they can.
Seem to be deeper and deeper, especially with that second goal. This wall of United has held up real strong in this second half tonight.
It looked like there was a few cracks for a couple of moments, but they've done well. And that's Theopolis. They're almost just forcing Beograd to play that ball long now, aren't they?
Beograd need to find a way to reactivate these wide areas, particularly with Toriani up front.
Pacelli makes that forward run. Still Pacelli. Ball goes out of play for a throw. Pacelli biting every little... Nunn will pick this one up, go back to his keeper. And I think assistant coach Felitas has been given his third and final warning as Kozic goes forward. Kozic gets to the byline, gets into the box, cuts it. Did that come off of a hand? Oh, that is a close call.
He's controlled it with his hand, that's why. He's hit him and he's controlled it with his hand. I know you're quite protective, but sometimes it's actually a penalty. You know what I mean?
Flag goes up down the other end. Got caught in between the back and forth here in the benches. Looked like it was close. Constantopoulos will pick this one up again. Pacelli's in a wide area now. Constantopoulos drops inside. Blazovic does well. Cooper none. Atkinson makes the forward run, but can't bring it under control the first time. Nicola loses his footing. Harrington gets it into the box. Toriani's at the back post. Toriani nods it back. Pacelli's there. The shot comes in eventually.
It's Peter Palassis with the shot for FK Beograd. That's what they need, though, that ball to the wide area and some joy in the wide area, whether it's Atkinson or Constantopoulos. With Toriani up front, they've got to get the ball into the box if they want to get themselves back in this game.
United going to a back five here. They're just assuming the long balls are going to come in now. Just a line of white shirts. Sort of white shirts anyways. Almost light grey. Harrington clips this one in. Kozic wins the header. Toriani's there. Can Toriani finish? Falls. Kozic just can't get the shot away. United on the counter-attack. Versace on the far side will pick this up. Harrington's got to get there. He does. Still Versace. Cuts inside. In the end, doesn't use the attacking players. Uses Hurst, who goes back to Phyllis. Phyllis gives it away. Toriani onside. Still Toriani. Back to Palassis. Back to Toriani. Toriani clips it into the box. Kozic is there. Kasimovic does well to win the header. And Toriani looks a bit like the Wednesday night where he was out on absolute no gas left in the tank. Pacelli goes through the back of Grelli.
So there, that's probably not where they want Toriani, FK Beograd. I know he was the free player through on goal, but I think they would rather him in the middle when those opportunities come. Kozic has looked dangerous when he's come on. He just hasn't had that final touch in that front third for Beograd. Beograd looking for Badicchio to move this game on if there's no
Tell you what,
trainer
though,
coming.
There was no trainer coming. Cox had the ball in his hand for a good 20 seconds. It's long. Nunn wins a header. Baselli. Palacios. Konstantopoulos. Not where they want him. They want him higher up the park. Tries to go long towards Atkinson. Only as far as Kasimovic. Now it's going to be Cox. Cox goes long. That's going to go out of play. Konstantopoulos has dropped very deep here. A couple of minutes of normal time to go. Baselli. Konstantopoulos tries to get it into the box. Can't do so.
Again, Toriani making that run into the wide channel instead of saying central. I think Deloya would want him in the box.
Here's Baselli. Clips this one in. Cox comes and claims pretty comfortably. Phyllis. Konstantopoulos brings it down on the chest. Lean finds Harrington. Atkinson in the wide area. Can they get the ball into a dangerous position? Can they get a goal here before the 90's up and make it an interesting last few minutes of stoppage time? Not with that kind of ball. Natsiopoulos finds Atkinson. Atkinson cuts it. Forces Cox into a save and it just spills kindly for United. Beograd had 3 players standing ready to pick it up. Natsiopoulos still just trying to go straight through everyone in his way. Grelly makes the forward run. Just delayed the pass, did Blazovic.
PJ, higher! Higher! Try to get in the pockets, PJ. Try to get in the pockets.
Beograd, one last push to try and get something out of this game. They need to get a goal now. The 90 is up. Nunn clips it in. Kozic's header. Cox chooses not to pick it up straight away. Now he does. Be interesting to see how long is left. I would say probably at least 4. Cox goes very, very long. That one nearly bounces onto the 18 yards. Woodlands claims. Rolls it out to Nunn. Nunn goes long looking for Baselli. So 5 additional minutes to be played. We're into the halfway through the first. Grelly picks up the loose ball. United go forward. One more here will surely kill it off for good. Oh, he plays it through the legs of Lean. Harrington. Beograd pick the ball back up. Atkinson. Grelly doesn't foul him. Baselli will pick the loose ball up. And that's Natsiopoulos in some space. Kozic is pulled out into the right-hand side. Can they get it into the box where Toriani is? It's to the back post. The header from... No, it's not Konstantopoulos. Palacios. No, it's not Palacios. I'll have another guess, see if I get it right.
Was Atkinson with the header at the back post.
That's what fooled me. He's all been used to seeing him on the right-hand side. He's made his way to the back post there. Cooper Nunn plays it across. Natsiopoulos clips this one in. Konstantopoulos is there. Headers it only as far as Phyllis. Nunn. Not the best ball from Nunn. Just over 2 minutes played of additional time. Ball's into the box. Kozic. Baselli's there. Baselli strikes. That's a great save by Ethan Cox. Baselli got absolutely every bit of that one.
There he is. The defensive header drops to Laurie Baselli. And he's forced Cox up high above his head to make a sharp save. It's going to happen. It's got to happen now for Beograd by this Jason Konstantopoulos in swinging corner.
If we can manage to jag one here. It'll be an interesting last minute and a half of stoppage time. Not the best cross. It's into the box. Baselli goes to ground. Still down is Baselli. Palacios. Woodlands now will pick it up. Goes to his right foot. Irakoze puts the pressure on. Baselli just makes his way back to his feet.
It's a great ball.
It's a great ball. Atkinson, Baselli. United do well. Under all sorts of pressure. Lean does well to win it. Harrington. Atkinson. And that's Yoblis overlaps. Atkinson goes himself. It takes a deflection and goes over the crossbar.
Corner to come for Beograd, but the clock is
Probably.
Adelaide United's friend right now.
Definitely is. You wouldn't think there's time for two. Just a minute and a bit to play. Should only be about one to go here.
United bench making their feelings known to the assistant referee on this side that they are ready for the full-time whistle.
And I suppose that corner from Natsiopoulos pretty much sums up the night for FK Beograd.
Just couldn't find a way to break through. 4-5 half and good chances in this game for FK Beograd, and the goal didn't come, and when the opportunity came for Adelaide United, Amlani Tatu as lethal as ever on the break. Like we spoke about earlier in the year, potentially what we've expected from him this season that we haven't seen has finally come tonight.
Phyllis wins that one. Konstantopoulos, can't be too long left here. A goal would probably only be consolation for Beograd. Beograd still go forward. And that is it. Full time here at Frank Mitchell One Solution Park, and I guess after such a high last weekend for FK Beograd winning the Cup 5-2 against Cumberland, the midweek form has progressed into tonight's fixture.
Yeah, maybe an opportunity going begging for Beograd, like we spoke about, to give themselves some breathing space in fourth from Playford in fifth. That gap stays at 1 point, but for Adelaide United, they take themselves to within 3 points of Croydon in sixth place, and they give themselves a right opportunity to take a look at finding themselves in a finals place going into the last few weeks of the season.
Certainly does. Match stats on the screen. You can see Beograd definitely had more possession, more shots on goal. United just more clinical when it mattered. And it was Imlani Tatu, only had the one goal coming into tonight. Bagged himself a double. Proved to be the match winner. So Beograd still sit inside that top six comfortably. They're probably, you would think with 4 games to go, going to play finals. They are Cup champions from last weekend. And after such a high, there's always a little bit of a down. You'd rather probably have it now than maybe, deep into finals. And I guess the only real losers tonight are probably more so Campbelltown and Sturt, who now find themselves 6 points behind Croydon, who are in 6th. And Adelaide United's win puts them on 25, gives them a bit of a sniff. So the last 4 games for United are going to be pretty important. But then again, we don't really know what team's going to be on the park each week, given that pre-season is back for Adelaide United, and they have trial games coming up this week or tomorrow night against Playford. So who knows who will play next weekend? But Cooper, that's all we've got time for here tonight. Thanks for joining me.
Thanks for having me, Connie. Pleasure to be here. Good night for football and a good entertaining game with some nice goals from Amalani Tatu to round out a good weekend of NPLSA football.
Certainly was, and that was the last game of the round. So just to recap it, Bacalla sit on top, Metro in second. So Bacalla 38 points, Metro 37 points, Adelaide City in third on 36 points. Quite tight at the top. Beograd stay in fourth position on 30 points. But tonight, Adelaide United just a little bit too clinical in front of goals. Amalani Tatu with a double. And they run away 2-0 winners here at Frank Mitchell One Solution Park. It's good night.